Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. So here's some food for thought. Spain has more olive trees planted to land than any other country in the world. We're talking over 300 million olive trees. That's a lot of olives right there. Anyways, with that being said, today we're gonna have some beautiful Spanish olives known as aceitunas or olivas and make a recipe that's very popular from the historic town of Ronda, which is located in the province of Malaga. We're talking crispy fried olives. These are known as aceitunas fritas. And let me tell you, this is not your typical olive dish. This is the next level in goodness, as they have a light crispy texture on the outside with an incredible flavor in the inside. The recipe's made with just a handful of the most basic ingredients, and the best part, it's all done within minutes. Folks, serve these fried olives as a tapas appetizer next to some almonds and a couple ice cold beers, or with some chill club soda. You have yourself the best moment of your day. This video is sponsored by tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the basic pantry staples you need, such as jarred olives, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. And let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings. And they even offer classic grilling systems, that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit tienda.com. Let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. Make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in half a cup of extra virgin olive oil, which is 120 milliliters. Of course, you can use any oil you like here. It's just extra virgin is what's typically used to make this recipe, as it gives the olives a beautiful lift of flavors. Leave where you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to drain 1 jar of olives into a colander and shake off the excess liquid. Size of the jar I'm using is 12 ounces, which is about 345 grams. And for this recipe, I'm using jumbo Spanish green olives that have been pitted. But you can use whatever olives you like, just make sure that they're pitted. Either way, leave where you get the Spanish olives I'm using in the description box below. And then we'll add the olives over some paper towels, all in a single layer, and pat them completely dry. Then we'll add in 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl, which is 40 grams. Crack in 1 large egg into a separate bowl. Add in 1 tablespoon of milk over the egg, which is 15 milliliters. And season with a kiss of sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it a whisk until it's well mixed together. And add in 1 cup of plain breadcrumbs into a 3rd separate bowl, which is 120 grams. Then we'll add in 1 teaspoon of garlic powder over the breadcrumbs, which is 3 grams. And mix it together. And for the final step, we'll start coating the olives, first in the all-purpose flour, then into the egg wash, and finally into the breadcrumbs. And you want to make sure at each stage that they're fully coated all around. And then we'll give them a second coat in the egg wash and the breadcrumbs. This is going to give the olives an extra crispy texture. Alright, let's move back to the pan. Once the olive oil is nice and hot, but as you can see it's not smoking, we'll start adding in the olives. You want to make sure they're all in a single layer and evenly spaced out, so cook this in batches if you have to. And we're going to fry the olives between 3 to 4 minutes or until they're golden fried all around. And make sure to mix them every minute or so, that way they evenly fry. Once the olives are golden fried, we'll transfer them into a dish with some paper towels. And as for the olive oil that's left over in the pan, just run it through a fine sieve, which is going to clean it up. That way you can use it on future recipes. And check it out, folks. Our crispy fried olives are done. Easy to make, gorgeous presentation, and all done within minutes using the simplest ingredients. Let's give these a try and see how they turned out. Once again, folks, aceituna fritas, and I tell you, I'm such a huge fan of olives. This I cannot wait to try. Moment of truth. And this is out of this world good. It is surreal. And I tell you why. You get the flavors from the olive in there, which, by the way, these olives are so good. And that crispy exterior, taking this to the next level of absolute goodness. Easy to make, just a handful of ingredients. Give these a try at home. Once again, it's a tapas appetizer. Mix with some almonds and a couple ice cold beers, or even some chill club soda. You have yourself the best moment of your day. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Maybeth Robles, Emily Hamilton, and Manuel J. Rosales. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. And if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.